In this lecture, we will study about the load patterns. To study load patterns, we need to go to define load patterns. Define load patterns window will open. On the left, you will find the name of the load. After that, you will find the type. After that, self-add multiplier option, and after that, auto later load. This option will only become available for later loads. So by default, dead load and live load is always present in the ETAS model. Whether or not you have modeled any beam or load or anything, dead load and live load will always be present in the ETAS program. So if we want to add or subtract any load, we can just left click here, and then when we select delete load, this load pattern will be gone, and in the end dead load will always be there. Dead load is the self weight of the structure. So if we want to add super dead type of load, super dead is a load for example floor finishing, brick wall or block work. So to add super dead load, we name it as super dead. This name can be anything as per your convenience. After that, we need to left click on add new load. So we have added a super dead load. After that, if we want to add live load, we name it as live. Self-add multiplier is obviously 0 for live load, and then when we left click on add new load, this load is available. After that, it's reducible live. Notice the difference between live load and reducible live load. Under live load, we have to apply load reduction factors manually. Under reducible live load, ETABS will automatically apply the load reduction factors as per the country codes for which we are designing. So we name it as reducible live, type reducible live. When we left click on add new load, reducible live load is now available for further use. After that is roof live load. We name it as roof live. Again left click on add new load. Now we have added a roof live load also. After that is notional load. Notional load is a special type of load. So what exactly notional load is? That is, notional load is applied in global X direction or global Y direction. Of what magnitude? Magnitude is 0.002 times of this load. In British standard, it's 0.5%. That is 0.005. So when we apply 0.005 times of this load, and when we left click on OK, so it means that 0.005 times of dead load is applied in global X direction. Similarly, we can add another notional load for global Y direction also. That is horizontal axis, global X and global Y. After that, we can also add seismic loads. We add along ELX and ELY. After that, we have an option of adding auto later loads. This load is added as per your country. For example, if we are working in Europe, we can add EC8 2004. When we left click on add new load, then we need to modify later load. That is, we need to apply it in X direction or we can apply it in Y direction. All these options can be added as per the EC8, that is 0 code 8. Top story and bottom story, time period, eccentricity ratio, or we can also overwrite eccentricities. Then we left click on OK to finalize the ELX loads. After that, we can also add wind load, that is WLX. Auto later loads can be applied as per your country. For example, if we are working now for Europe, we can add as per EC1. That is 0 code 1 to 2005. When we left click on add new load and when we left click on modify later load, wind load pattern 0 code 1 2005 window will open, in which we can enter the windward coefficient, leeward coefficient. We can tell it that exposure is up to the extent of diaphragm or it is the exposure from shell objects. We can enter the wind velocity, terrain category, orographic category, turbulence factor, structural factor, air density, and we can apply or we can tell the exposure height. That is, the exposure shall be from the base level to the top story level. We have an also option here to include the parapet height. So this window will be different for different codes. If I am already adding wind load as per the American code, this window will be different. If it is 0 code, then this code will be different. If I am adding British standard, then this window will also be different. After wind, we can add snow load, construction load, pitch test final, pitch test transfer, or other kind of load. That is, if you want to add a load that is not in all these options, then we need to add other load. So in this lecture, we have understand how to define load patterns, and most important, there's a difference between load patterns and load cases. After adding load patterns, we need to define load cases.